Here at AFN La Madalena, we sure do have a lot of buttons. Golly gee whiz! Jimmy pushes this button in the TV studio. Thomas knows if he doesn't press the power button, people might not see the news. Ray knows he needs to press this button so people can hear him. Good job on that camera, Brian! Way to go, Sean! Neato, Mikey! We push buttons so you don't have to. AFN La Madalena report at 6:23 and 10:23 p.m.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of AFN La Madalena ZINE. I'm your host, Rob Sakula, and this week we are paying homage to the late, the great, producer of the ZINE and other wonderful spots at AFN La Madalena, Steve Weaver. No, he's not dead, but he is a civilian now, and well, he's actually flying back to the United States as we speak. And we here at AFN La Madalena felt it only fitting to put together this retrospective look at the great works of Steve Weaver.
What are you going to miss most about Steve?
As Harold experiences true life and love for the first time. What?
Do you have any fond memories of Steve that you'd care to share?
My fondest memory of Steve has got to be the time. Well, they're all fond memories, really. I can't nail down anything specific. Every minute with Steve has been an undeniable joy. He's like a carnival. Even though you might kind of feel awkward around him, you can't help but have fun.
Yeah, Steve. It's a shame. You know, he's a shipmate. That Steve. He rarely ever smelled bad. And, you know, Steve's one of those guys that, I don't know, his brain just, it worked different. You know, you just picture the weirdest guy that you've ever met in your life, and then go a little bit weirder, and that's Steve Weaver.
Steve,
There's only 6 of us.
I believe soon
They all got out.
will be recognized by scientists around the world
Probably should have got out.
Yeah.
Like Essenmaker.
for
No. No.
the true depth of insanity that resides within his brain.
You know, Steve was always that daily dose of insanity that, you know, reminded you that you were sane. It was great. And he'd always make some crazy spots. I think my favorite was he did something about a dog and...
Keep going, says the dog. He is going the wrong way.
He'd play it in reverse a lot. He always played stuff backwards. That was Steve's like call sign, playing stuff in reverse.
We're clapping because he found the donut.
He did another one. The ship is out. It's Monday. I mean, nobody raps as good as Steve.
Alright, it's J Money Grip and MC Chris in the his out. Word! Next is gonna be closed Mondays when the ship is out, so we're gonna rap about it for you. The ship is out Monday. The next is closed. The ship is out, it's Monday. The next is closed. The ship is out, it's Monday. The next is closed. The ship is out, it's Monday. The next is closed. The ship is out, it's Monday. The next is closed. No, the ship is out, it's Monday. The next is closed. The ship is out, it's Monday. The ship is out, it's Monday.
Visionary. He had a spark that I think everyone was attracted to, and if there was any one thing about him that I wish I could make my own, it's that he's a really incredible person, and I don't think there's a soul on this planet who could disagree with me.
I think his smile. He's got a beautiful smile. Makes me feel good inside. I'm gonna miss it a lot.
What's something else about it?
His eyes. He's got caring, thoughtful, beautiful eyes. I'm gonna miss his eyes and his smile.
Remember the time Steve said, remember the time?
Yeah, she did say remember the time, and I remembered the time. And then he remembered the time, and we both remembered the time.
Remember that time that you and I were standing here talking about the time that Steve remembered the time?
Yes, I do remember that time. Good times.
It's like this stapler. If it doesn't have any staples in it, you can't staple anything. And that's how Steve was when I got here. And all I did was I opened up Steve. I pulled some staples out of my pocket and shoved them inside of Steve. And then it's off to the races. Steve now had the ammunition he needed to staple things together. And that's my analogy. Steve was like an empty stapler, and I just gave him the staples.
I'm telling you, that's what everybody's doing. You just do that. It's crazy.
You're fired! So what's your idea?
Confetti?
You're fired! You're fired! Fired! You're fired! You're fired! Fired! You're fired!
How about we fill out an AFN La Maddalena publicity request?
That's a good idea! You're hired!
Stop by AFN or give them a call at extension 247 to find out how you can get your publicity request on the airwaves.
Do you have any fond memories of him?
I have no memories of him. Well, actually, the memories I do have, pretty horrible nightmares. I don't want to go into it. I'm going through therapy because of that. But that's another story.
Steve gave my sister her first STD. That'll always be memorable. I'll never forget him. I had to take her to the hospital. That sucked. Thanks, brother.
So does Steve have any medical issues we should be aware of?
I can't tell you that. That's not nice. But girls, beware.
Steve have any medical issues we should know about?
Well, there's this one time, but, we can't disclose that, It was pretty nasty.
It was a lot of pus and it looked horrible.
And it was
disgusting.
It was coming out of places that you don't want to know.
Could you expand on that?
I can't really go into detail, but from a medical standpoint, the CDC is still looking into that.
So should his coworkers be concerned at all?
Well, no, just make sure, you clean his space up really good when he leaves, disinfect it, everything should be good.
Yeah, so now that he's gone, people are actually going to have to work more. And I think people are going to miss Steve for that.
Let me be blunt. I just want to say that I'm glad you're leaving. Because now I'll be the craziest person here at AFN La Maddalena. And I'll get your desk. And I can finally stop sleeping in this box. Ha! Leave. Good riddance. Ah! I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Steve. I don't want you to go. I do want your desk, though. So if you could just leave some Oreos in there for me. Maybe some nice pens. That'd be good. Spare light bulbs. Balloons. Good night.
You should see what happened to his burger. Look, he's eating it now.
What?
One singular sensation, every little place I go.
Sing it.
Is made.